Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. 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 Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-ba-da-da-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-da-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-da-bum.
Hello everyone and welcome. First I have to give a big shout out to Frontier and Bo and the community team, because at the beginning of this past week they sent me an email and they're like, hey, is there any way, would you want to get your hands on the vintage pack early and maybe just play around with it, maybe create some videos and have them ready to go for Monday? And I'm like, what kind of question is that? If both of my legs were broken, I would crawl to the computer to play the vintage pack early. So, I guess I tried to play it cool. I'm like, well, yeah, it'd be really cool if you guys could do that. If I find, maybe I could help out. But yeah, I was like, please. But I already had a trip planned out to Dollywood that weekend. So I'm like, so I come home Saturday night after all that trip and sat down with all this new stuff you see, and the planters and the trapeze and our little awesome quartet guys. But anyways, I guess what we'll do is let's go ahead, we'll jump out of this and we will just go through as many of the pieces as we can, and we'll go through the scenery and the new foliage pieces you see, a lot of different flowers you've kind of seen lead in this little intro video, and we'll go over some of the different rides. And look at this right here. We actually have Firefly VFX now. We've got like bumblebees, we've got butterflies, we've got blowing leaves. You guys are definitely going to want to stick around for this. By the time you see this, the pack is less than 24 hours away from dropping, and Little Miss Bo has given me a code. So later on this week, we'll give out that free code for anybody that doesn't have a chance to get the pack for yourself. I will be giving away a free code in one of the videos later on this week. So without further ado, let's just jump in and I will show you all I can show you. Hold on one sec. All right, guys, so yeah, we will just go ahead and we will use Wilderness Springs here as our little backdrop. I've spruced up Calhoun's a little bit with the new lettering that that's in this pack, so I think that looks a lot better as you first kind of come in the park. But yeah, let's just, like I said, we'll start with scenery here. And let's see, content pack, vintage. And first thing, you've got our little wooden elephant statue. So these definitely, in the penguin, remember in the little video we were kind of wondering how big these were going to be, or if he was going to be a giant penguin. No, he ended up being pretty tiny. He's shorter than the average little guest that walks by. Over in the trapeze area, you saw we've got the big bandstand building, so that's already pre-made for you. Then we have a couple different little planters here. You've got the large bowl. You've got the medium. Let's see, small. We've got this one, kind of looks like a little swan planter. And then you've got this one right here with the little lights on it. It'd be cool if we had a version of that too without the lights. Here they are back here, colored. And but yeah, I mean, at night though they do look pretty cool. But I think a lot of people would just kind of look at the just the lights on it during the daytime, look a little weird, but still cool. Carnival decorative fence. So that is pretty neat. Then we've got our carousel horse. We've got our Catherine wheel tiny fireworks. Then we've got our clown ride entrance archway. His little hand spin, so You know, I mean, a little creepy, but you know, it's got that good creepy carnival vibe. So yeah, there's him. And what else do we have here? We've got the coaster doors. And so this is what that ended up being when I was saying, like, what's the weird little circles with the stars on them that look like wood? So they're essentially the carnival coaster door. Then we've got some more little decorative shapes here. We won't go through all of these. You can kind of see them down here in the menu. You've got the little crown, the crystals, got all that. Then we've got the ground planter, which I've used a couple times. As a matter of fact, over here in the little what I've kind of dubbed the Sky Village over here, I've used for the little bushes. So, you know, really neat addition on that. Then of course you've got the hot air balloon that is animated. So if you plop that down here in just a sec, it will take off on us. Then we've got the iron stand, little sign right here that you can, it is, you know, we were kind of speculating, but it is customizable. So you don't have to keep your creepy little clown guy on there. Oh, there goes the balloon. So like all the other things, you can activate it to go on trigger, or you can just, you know, leave it sitting on the ground, place it up in the air, you know, whichever. But yeah, so like I said, this image on the little stand, totally interchangeable. Then of course you've got your lettering. All that's, you can change the color. You can change the color on all the lettering. And sorry if I'm going through this kind of fast. I just don't want this to be like a 30-minute video on you, but I definitely wanted to kind of get in here and give you a little heads up and show you what's going on with the new pack. We've got a low rope fence. You got your picket fence. This thing right here is pretty cool. We've got a little pipe organ. I don't have the sound on right now, but it kind of, let's see if he can let you listen to this. It plays a little tune. So that's a neat little piece. We've got a plank fence. Really, I think would help with like your racetrack builds and stuff like that. That's kind of what that reminds me of. Really cool. Then we've got your planter, your edging. If you wanted to block that off, the planter edging is kind of big in the Magic Kingdom. It's kind of green planter edging. Got a little tiny Roman candle firework. So pretty cool. Then you've got your sparkler. Balloon's coming back down. Let's see. Oh yeah, we are blowing leaves here. Really cool. Let's see if I can get this effect. See if we can get up here and you can see. Yeah, so you can see them kind of floating by. Really cool effect, and you can change the color of the leaves. So if you're wanting to do like when we get to October, if you want to get like a spookier vibe going, just change them over to orange, and it slowly changes them over here. Yeah, there they go. So that I thought was pretty cool. What do we got? We got blowing leaves small. We've got might be best with this if I actually go out. Let me see if I can go out in the grass a little bit, or at least give you a green backdrop. Yeah, here's the dandelion VFX. So if you hide that thing, dandelions are kind of just floating around. I thought was pretty cool. Let's get rid of that though, so we can see the rest of this. What do we got next? Falling blossom. Kind of see those trickling down. Then of course you can do the you don't have to do the leaves blowing in the wind. You can just do them where they're falling here. Then you've got they're pretty neat, pretty interesting concept. glow drops. So really, I think would help with your dark rides and such. Look at that. You can even do them blue. So totally changeable as far as the glowing drops go. Go back to daytime here real quick because we've got bees, like I said. They're a little bit tougher to see, but yeah, there goes one. So kind of plant these throughout your park, and now, you know, see there they go. We're going to have a little more than just like the birds and stuff flying around. You can really kind of bring little areas to life. Then, of course, you've got the butterflies. Really, really cool. And let's see here. We've got the butterflies. We've got... Oh, butterflies, of course, change the color on them. Want some red butterflies. There they go. Have them flying around your park. How stinking charming is this pack? And then, of course, like I said, you know, I was just floored by the fireflies here, especially when you look at them at night. I mean, how awesome is that? Especially like for just that particle effect or that dark ride particle effect you could get out of those. Absolutely insane. We literally have fireflies now. Let's see, fireflies, and then of course you've got just regular flies. I thought it'd be pretty cool to put near your dumpsters or, you know, your trash piles, whatever you have going on. So yeah, now there are you can have regular flies zipping around. Then we've got the steam engine generator. That is pretty neat. I was wrong about the little tin monkey. You guys hit it on the head. He is animatronic. So, albeit creepy, but yes, he is animatronic. And then I won't place all these down because we kind of have already. But yes, we've got trapeze now. So you've got the backflip, and you even have these smaller little single ones here. Guy doing his little trick. Although this would be kind of cool in Wilderness Springs, just kind of have it with one of the new fence pieces, but kind of have it like fenced off to where people could walk all around it, and yeah, watch the little entertainers and the trapeze artists do their thing. So I thought that was really, really cool. Got these really cool little iron like tree guards. Keep people from climbing up in the trees in your park or, you know, carving into the trees, hopefully. Victorian archways, they look really, really cool at night. You've got a couple different styles of those. Then, like I said, you've got the new style of fence here, and you also have a style that is paneled. So that's pretty cool. We've got 2 new lamps with this pack. Really, really neat lamp, kind of a neat base to go off of. And they are recolorable with a Wilderness Springs type vibe. I would envision having mine a little lighter in color, maybe like this, maybe a little more, just a little more rustic. So that is really cool. And then of course we've got the benches. Got really, really high back. Got your vintage simple. Got your traditional, and this is my favorite one, Victorian style. And 2 new trash cans, vintage bin number 2. I'm more particular with number 2. Really, really awesome automobile that, you know, I hate to say it, but I guess I won't need wings and strings trucks anymore. So sad day, but fun day too. Just so you know, now that we know we've kind of got our own little old school vehicle here. If you're needing that for your build, and we actually have another tire as well. And you know, another quick tip while I already have you here: if you ever struggle with being able to place a tire onto vehicles, down here, click on Align to Surface and Position Snap, and watch this. Bam! It plops right on to the vehicle you need it to go on. So showing you from this side, as long as you have that check marked, see, it just pops right on the car, so you don't have to sit there and struggle and get out the advanced move tool to try to get tires put on the car. So, you know, just like I said, another neat little trick that I have that I use from time to time. Vintage picnic canopy, really cool. And another thing too, we've got the quartet band. The only thing I would say about this is I wish, and you know, may even get with Sam Denny and kind of see what he feels about this. But it would be really cool if the quartet didn't have to stay on their own little thing here. Like, I already have like a little workaround with it as far as like setting them on a path. But it would be really cool if it was just the 4 guys, and you didn't have to bring their little stand and lights and stuff with them. If we could just make it to where you could stand them wherever you wanted, without having to have the big pack behind them, I think that would be pretty cool. And then, last but not least, in the scenery, you've got the vintage ride booth, really cool. And let's see here. I guess let's just jump into nature real quick. I don't know. Let's see. How long have we been going on this? About 13 minutes, so not too terribly bad. Let's jump into, let's see. You got to back out of your vintage stuff here. Jump into tree. Actually, we'll go into the bushes. First new little thing we've got here is your begonias. Those are pretty neat. Delilahs, gladiolas in 2 different sizes. You've got the larger and it'd be cool to just have this kind of taller grass that's underneath those too. But like I said, I have definitely spruced up a lot of Wilderness Springs just with these new plants. Narcissus flowers. So you've got those set up now. Larger one. Petunias. Yes, we've got petunias. Those will work really well as little planters. I think my favorite bush out of this new pack, the rose bush. And of course, they are recolorable. So you can have your yellow roses, red roses, what have you. Let's see, we've got the sunflower clump. You've got the tall single sunflowers. Then we've got the tulips. Then the tulip square, a little bit larger. And so, yeah, there is that. There's our new bushes. As far as your wall climbers go, really cool. I could see definitely using these on the ground as well. You've got your climbing roses. And the rest of this I'll show you kind of, we'll get into the planters over here. But, yeah, we've got the climbing roses. So really cool piece. Let's see. Then you've got your, we've got a bunch of different like modular planter sections. I'm really kind of fond of this piece right here. This kind of this curved piece, and we've got planter top corners. We've just got, you know, a lot of this stuff you'll get in here and you'll see, and you can start messing with. Got different bases. A lot of this stuff, you know, it'll transcend just being planters. I see you guys using this in a lot of rides and such. But yeah, so the new planters, I think, look absolutely incredible. And so, I mean, you can see just how quick they are to, how you can set this up, get you a little planter scene going, and bam, there you go. That is ready to go. So yeah, guys, this is basically a very well put together pack. I think it's going to do you guys. I think it's going to do you guys a lot of help. You know, a lot of us were talking, even if you're not in to the necessarily into the vintage pack, it will help in so many other areas. That like I said, I think it's just going to do us wonders. I think I've kind of kept you here long enough with all this scenery and all this stuff. So maybe what we'll do is I will break this down, and we will go over to the rides, and the coasters and stuff in the next video, and I will get that ready to go. But yes, we have got a lot of stuff to work with here, and I have had a blast these last couple days playing with it. Like I said, big thank you again to Frontier for I've never had a gaming company reach out to me like that. Like, I've been involved with alphas and embargoes and stuff like that before, but normally it's like a thing that you have to sign up for and, you know, hope you get picked. But this is like one of the first games where they've actually reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to get your hands on this early? And so I am greatly appreciative of that. And like I said, too, big thank you to you guys, too. We just hit 2,000 subs this week. So a lot of stuff going on in my YouTube world. But anyways, guys, yeah, I will go ahead and jump on out of here, and we will get another video together with the 2 new coasters and the ride. And I've got some new stuff together, too, as far as the water park goes. And I think you might know where I'll be going with this. But the bobsled ride, I think it can really help out over there as well, if you catch my drift. But anyways, guys, yeah, give me a big thumbs up if you end up enjoying this video, and let me know down in the comments section down below if you intend on getting the vintage pack. Remember, it drops Tuesday, July 10th. And yeah, so thanks for coming by and hanging out with me, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you, guys. See you.